Hey planner friends! Welcome back to my channel. Somehow we're almost halfway through November, so I'm starting to think about my 2022 planner. So this week I'm going to be doing a little bit of an in-depth review on the Space of Infinite Possibility hardcover from Passion Planner for 2022. Let's get started! So this is the planner that I'm going to be using for 2022. I went for the Space of Infinite Possibility hardcover, which is the first hardcover passion planner that I'm going to have used. And it's not completely hard, it's kind of like got a squishy texture to it. Feels really nice. There's a little bit of a dent where I think it got squashed in shipping. So I had some sticker books that I bought with it and there's a slight little dent in it, but it's not the end of the world. So I'm just going to go through all of the elements of the planner in case you haven't seen inside a passion planner before, and then go through a few of the little differences with the hardcover version from this year compared to the softcover versions from this year and previous years. So as I mentioned, it's hardcover, so it's like slightly squishy, and then you have your elastic closure. The new things that they've added for this year is that they now have the year embossed on the spine, which I think is really cool, and I might add the year to like all of my other ones just so that if they're on a shelf I can see which one's which. When you first get the planner, it's also got a bit of card around it that kind of explains a little bit more about the planner. I took it off when I opened this and I don't know where I put it now, so I can't show you what that looks like, but it comes like wrapped in plastic and everything. So when you first open up the planner, you get your page where you can write your name and your email so that it can be returned to you if you lose it. And also, if you get a planner that is any colour apart from Elite Black, you can also see which charity $1 has been donated to from your purchase of this planner. So the Space of Infinite Possibility planner is supporting Code 2040, where their mission is to activate, connect and mobilise the largest racial equality community in tech to dismantle the structural barriers that prevent the full participation and leadership of Black and Latinx people in the innovation economy. Once you put your name in, you can open up to the first page, and these are still all in colour, so you've got how to connect with Passion Planner and a little bit about the story of Passion Planner and how the planner's set up and how you can benefit from the Passion Planner. I don't really look at this page a lot, but it is there. And then you also get how Passion Planner works, so about making your roadmap, doing your game changer goals, looking at your weekly layouts and also your monthly reflection. Because of the way that I use my planner, I don't really follow this page. I found it really helpful when I first started using a passion planner that it was set out for you and you could kind of follow a guideline and then make it work for you. So this is the first page that I normally use in my planner. So it's your passion roadmap. So I generally just use this page and kind of use it as more of a vision board for the year rather than setting out all of these goals. So if you want to see my 2021 passion roadmap setup, then I will try and remember to link my 2021 planner setup video in the description or in a card up here, I think. This is the first time in ages where I'm doing a video where I'm talking over it rather than just doing a voiceover later. So excuse me if it's a little bit weird or sounds funny. So flipping over to the next page, you get your year at a glance for 2022 and also 2023, and then this Space of Infinite Possibility down here. I use this space to add in any dates that are definitely going to be happening, so like birthdays, holidays, that sort of thing, and then kind of mark them off in my colour coordination on the little mini calendars up here for 2022 and 2023. Then I refer to it throughout the year when I'm setting up my monthly spreads. So once we moved on from this page, we go straight into January. So because this is a dated planner, you get your monthlies and your monthly reflections in between all of the weeks. If you get an undated passion planner, all of your monthlies and your reflection pages are at the front of the planner, and then all of the weeks are in one big chunk at the back. I prefer the dated planner just because I don't want to date it myself because I will get it wrong, but the undated option is also a really good one. So I'm not going to talk too much about the January monthly spread just because it's one of the 6-week months, and this is kind of, you maybe get 2 or 3 of these a year depending on how the year is laid out. So I'm going to flip forward to February and we can have a look at one of the 5-week months. So this is your standard sort of sizing for a passion planner, and there has been some discussion online about the fact that the hardcover passion planner for this year seems to be slightly different sizing to the soft covers from previous years and from this year. So from what I've heard, I don't have one of the 2022 soft covers, but from what I've heard, they are the normal sizing that you would expect and that my current 2021 planner is. So I've compared the sizing in this planner to the sizing in this planner, and I've measured it all. And I can tell you that the differences are like millimeters. So I'm not too worried about using stickers in here because I don't use stickers that are designed for a passion planner very often anyway. But they are millimeter different in kind of, I would say, the good way. So the dimensions in this planner are very slightly smaller than the dimensions in the soft cover ones. So I think that's kind of like, I call it the good way because it's better that your stickers are too big and you have to trim them down rather than the other way around. This was all measured using my little metal ruler. I don't know how accurate this ruler is, but I measured all of the measurements with the same ruler just so that I can be consistent across all of my measuring. So when it comes to monthly spreads, the old boxes were 3.2 centimeters high by 4.05 centimeters wide, and these new boxes are 3.15 centimeters high by 3.95 centimeters wide. So you're losing a half a millimeter in the height and a full millimeter in the width of these boxes. So in the actual boxes it doesn't sound like a lot, but then when you add up 4, you are going to have like 4 millimeters of overhang if you have, say, a sticker that goes the entire way across these 4 boxes. Again, like I said, it's not a massive deal for me, but I wanted to make sure that people knew that. So with your monthly spreads, you obviously get a regular calendar, and then you have some boxes down the sides and some extra spaces along the bottom. As you will have seen if you've watched my monthly spreads before, I don't use the headings that are in the sidebar. I create my own and also have a bit of a decorative sidebar. Then this year I've had my monthly actions down here and a yoga calendar over this work project section, and then my big habit tracker over the break it down section. I find that really helpful for me to have, instead of this break it down mind map, to have a massive habit tracker of things that I want to keep going throughout the whole month. So that the monthly layout for me is really a focal point that I can refer back to for the whole month, rather than it being something that I set up at the beginning and then never look at again. After your monthly spread, you'll move into your weeks. So because this is a timelined planner, you have your vertical columns with the timelines down the side, and then a sidebar on the left hand side with a weekly focus area and a good things that happened box, which I change into my meal plans tracker. And then in every week you get a different quote and maybe a little challenge. Like for this month it's make a list or mind map of 10 small things that make you happy. So I like to have a look at those each week and try and include that sort of thing in my journaling, in my passion journal. But as you may have seen in my weekly spreads, I do cover this up. Then you get your personal and what to do sections, and then you get the space of infinite possibility, which is obviously what this planner is named after. So I use this as memory keeping section, including like pictures and stuff, but I've seen so many different really creative ways that people have used it online. So make sure that you check out things on Instagram of ideas for your space of infinite possibility if you're new to using a passion planner. Now the sizing in this spread is slightly different as well. So your old width from the edge of the timeline to the edge of the lines of the column used to be 3.45 centimeters and is now 3.4 centimeters in this planner. This one's a medium, by the way. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that already. But yeah, this is the medium, the B5 version. So you're losing like half a millimeter of space in the width of the column. That's not a massive issue for me. I think you're still going to find that your passion planner specific stickers fit fairly well because it's a tiny amount of difference. Then also the length of the column is slightly different. So you're losing a millimeter of space there. So the old height was 13.9 centimeters and the new height is 13.8 centimeters. As I keep saying, I don't use stickers that are actually designed for passion planner, so this isn't going to make too much of a difference for me. But if you do buy stickers that are specific to fit within the within like a certain time, like an hour block sticker, you might find that there's a teeny amount of overhang. The last page that I wanted to go through in like the main body of the planner is the monthly reflection. So you get one of these every month and you just have some prompts for different journaling that you can do at the end of the month to kind of wrap up one month and set some goals for the next month. The prompts that you're given in the 2022 planner are exactly the same as the ones that were given in the 2021 planner, and I find them really helpful and really enjoy setting up this spread each month. But for me it does get really personal, which is why you never see a completed one of these spreads on my Instagram or here on YouTube. So then you have your entire year in this planner, and you do get grey tabs along the side, but I'm going to be adding my hollow tabs that I bought alongside this planner on each of these, just so that they're easier to flip through. At the end of the year, you then get your end of year reflection, which has some similar questions to the ones that are asked in the monthly reflection, but as you may have guessed, are more based on the entire year. And this was a really interesting one to fill in last year when it started off normal and then everything kind of went upside down for a little bit. And kind of is still upside down. So the 2021 reflection is going to be an interesting one as well. You then get 10 pages of blank paper. So all of the paper in a passion planner is 120 GSM and is sustainably sourced, I think bamboo paper or something like that. It does look a little bit grey compared to regular paper. So it doesn't have that kind of creaminess that you're going to get with other types of planners. And if you notice the difference between my desk, which is a true white, and the paper, which is an almost grey white, there is a slight difference. So 10 pages of this. I don't find the blank pages particularly helpful, so I usually stick other things in over the top of them. But the pages that I do find more helpful in the back of my planner are the dot grid pages, and you get 10 pages of this dot grid as well. So I use this for creating trackers for like my Instagram following or house cleaning or house improvements. I also used it this year for my pen swatches. So I'm going to have a video out later in December about my setup for this planner. So I'll try and include some back page ideas in that video. And then finally, flipping right to the back of the planner, you get this fabric pocket, which I use to keep like when I take my planner out, which isn't very often because at the moment we don't really go out anyway. But I would stick my stickers for the week in here so that they were easy to transport and stayed nice and flat. But it does have a little bit of a fold in it, so it does open up quite wide. And then when you get a passion planner, you do get a card and a sticker in the back of here. So this one says progress over perfection, which is like my mantra at the moment. And then you get a little bit of information about like becoming a member of the Pash Fam and adding some daily affirmations in. I hadn't actually flipped this card over until just now. That's really cute. So I'll pop those back in there. With the hardcover planner, you do get 2 ribbons. Let's move up a little bit. You do get 2 ribbons. They're both green this year, and which is the standard for a passion planner. In the soft cover, you get 1 ribbon. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to use the other ribbon for this year because I've never had the choice of 2 before. So yeah, I'm going to have another video up in December about my setup of this planner, but this was just a brief little overview. The reason I popped this video up this week is that I think the 22nd of November is the last day that you can really order before Christmas if you're getting international shipping for it to be almost definitely delivered by Christmas. So don't miss out on that deadline. If you are thinking of buying a passion planner for Christmas or for yourself or someone else, make sure to use my code down in the description. I would really appreciate it. So that is my little review of the medium 2022 Space Infinite Possibility hardcover from Passion Planner, and I'm really excited to get stuck into this planner. It's my first hardcover, as I already mentioned, and I just love the design on the front. It's super cute. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!